Hey everybody, welcome to AcuityCon 2023. I'm your trade show host. This is the virtual only experience for here, but if you guys could do me a favor, I am on the Slack channel right now. So if you have questions, if you have a favorite tech partner, if you have anything, if you just want to say hello, Matthew, and let me know you're alive, because some of the people here are straggling in this morning because they made the #1 AcuityCon mistake. They tried to keep up with Kenji last night. Yes, they tried to do a bar crawl. Not very wise. So if you're online, if you could get on the hashtag AcuityCon in the Slack channel and give me a shout out, let me know you're alive, you're here, you're ready for us to start, then I will get us going. Just wanted to give you a lay of the land for what we're planning on today. First, we have all of our wonderful sponsors to hit. We've got a great group of folks. You can see everybody right now is in setup mode for our trade show. They're unpacking swag. They're getting boxes. They are ready to talk to you. Well, they're not ready to talk to me, but they're probably ready to talk to you. They probably are scared of talking to me after years of doing this. So we're going to go through. We're going to start picking on the people that are set up first, and then we'll go from there. Does that sound great to everybody? Xenia and St. Lucia, if you could shout out. Stacy, you're there. Melissa, you're there. Oh, thank goodness somebody's awake, because everybody here is dragging in the other breakfast room, I have to tell you.
Not me.
But not Kenji.
I'm never dragging. Powered by Refuge Coffee this morning.
So literally I told all the new 20-somethings of all the tech partners last night, the #1 mistake at AcuityCon is trying to keep up with Kenji all night. Because he's here at 8 a.m. for AcuityCon, no matter what, no matter how late he goes. He might have come straight from Johnny's Hideaway to AcuityCon today.
It's possible. I mean, it was late when we left Johnny's Hideaway. I'm not going to disclose what time we left Johnny's Hideaway, but let's just say it was late. So
Awesome.
you gotta be here in the morning. We have these wonderful partners who are here, and you can't miss out on this. So I just get excited to be here.
Okay, Stacy and Melissa, we're with you. So if you guys have questions, if you guys have preferences, we're gonna go hit your favorites first. Xenia, if you could ping me in the AcuityCon channel, and I know St. Lucia is alive, that would be awesome, and we'll hit those folks too. We have a commitment, and we will. For Jameska in particular, we are going to pin down Process Street to see if they can ship T-shirts, the I Love Checklist T-shirts, to St. Lucia. That's the big question for the St. Lucian team. Can Process Street commit to bringing T-shirts? We're gonna pin down Blake on this. Blake's here from the panel yesterday, and it's gonna be great. So I'll let you set up. Give you some time. You keep going. We're gonna make you commit in just a second. I'm gonna get you pinned down. But we're gonna start off with some of you guys might recognize this face. Okay, Rippling now has a former Acuity colleague. So Maria, you want to come out here and be our first victim?
Yes.
Can you tell everybody your name?
Maria Lopez with Rippling.
Okay, and what do you do at Rippling?
I'm an account executive at Rippling.
So you're just always trying to sell us stuff.
Always trying to sell everything.
Okay, so you don't help us at all. You just try to sell stuff.
No, I am trying to help you.
Okay, so what is the coolest new thing coming out at Rippling this year?
Our performance management system. It's a 360 review that allows you to do it both U.S. and globally.
Okay, so we're branching out of payroll now and into all the way into performance management.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell everybody what kind of differentiates Rippling from some of the other players? Can you kind of point specifically on the IT side and provisioning systems and stuff like that?
On the IT side, so during onboarding and offboarding, we do all of the AI stuff where we provision apps, and we can get very granular with date and specific times, and same thing with offboarding. So we ship out product. We have warehouses in the UK and France right now, so we have a lot of locations for that too.
Okay, so you do international stuff too?
Yeah, we just launched that.
Okay, what countries do you support?
Oh my gosh, there's so many to list. Like we have the Philippines, we just got into Mexico, we have Canada, the UK, so many more to name.
St. Lucia?
We're working.
That's what I thought. Okay. Are you a TikTok fan?
Yes, I am.
Okay, what is your current favorite viral TikTok video?
I want to say it's the one with Matthew shaking his butt.
No, that you don't get to do that. You have to bring new stuff to the table. So what? Do you have a favorite TikTok?
I mean, I kind of follow whatever's just in the genre in the moment.
Do you have? And there's like a dance, any dance that's fun, or like a song? Nothing right now.
Not really. No. Do you?
No, I don't even.
You watch TikTok.
I don't watch TikTok. I had to delete it from my phone because it like absorbs so much time. It was awful.
It's horrible. Yeah, I got you.
Okay. So what is something embarrassing you would want me to do on TikTok next?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I feel like keeping up with your dance moves is really needed. So just whatever dance move you got.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so a dance move in my pajamas. Okay, nobody ever wanted to see that before in my life, so I'm not sure that that's in the cards, but that's all right. Well, I did wear pajamas yesterday, and nobody wanted to see that either. Thank you, Maria. You're off the hot seat. Do you want to say hi to anybody out there?
Hi, Philippines team.
Awesome. So Maria was out here at Acuity. She was in our CS group. We're going to let Intuit set up for a little bit, but we're going to probably – actually, we're not going to let Intuit set up. We're going to go pick on them. Now, remember, we're going to post a Zoom link for you guys at 10 o'clock. It's going to be the same Zoom link for 10:30. So both Intuit and then Bill.com are going to have demos. So we should be done with the trade show by then. So you should be able to log into the Zoom link, and they'll see you and be able to talk questions. So if you're just joining us, hi, St. Lucia. I see Jameska's logged in. If you have questions, if you want me to pin somebody down, I am your conduit. I am your virtual host for the day, and we are going. We're going to come in hot and take some of these people by storm. Okay. Who into it is going to be our guinea pig? Come on up. We're talking to the remote team here. Oh, I mean, we can tease out what you're going to do in a second. Can you tell everybody your name and what you do at Intuit?
Hi, my name is Beverly Lang, and I am a Senior Partner Development Manager at Intuit with the large accounting firms.
Awesome. And tell us what you have in store for us in the demo today.
So in the demo this morning, we're going to take a look at some of the top most requested features that have just released in October that will be in QuickBooks Online and QuickBooks Online for Accountants. So you don't want to miss it.
So she's going to be here dealing with the new October releases, and you'll be able to remote in, ask her questions. We'll be on Zoom Live, so you'll be actually able to talk back and forth and do all the fun stuff, adding to your remote experience at AcuityCon this year. So what has been your favorite part about your first AcuityCon?
I think just the camaraderie and the team environment, the family environment, it makes everybody feel very welcome, and I think that's a great thing for Acuity to share with the rest of us.
Well, thank you so much. Do you have a, so I do TikToks on the side, like for fun. Do you have a favorite TikTok or video short or any kind of social media thing you've seen that you think I should emulate in my next video?
Oh, geez, I'm old school. I don't do TikTok or Instagram. I leave that to my kiddos, but I'm sure I could find something.
Oh, I was just checking. I'm taking requests right now. So last time Jessica gave me grief about not having an Intuit video. So I'm working up.
Create your own. We at Intuit are original. We don't follow anybody. We are the leaders. So I am calling on you to create your own.
Oh, an original dance.
An original dance.
Nobody has ever asked me for an original dance before because they've seen me dance.
Well, that's all right. It didn't have to be good. It just has to be you. We talked about being yourself and embracing who you are. But at Intuit, we lead the way. We don't follow anyone. So join us and lead the way.
Come to the dark side.
Come to the dark side.
Okay, 10 o'clock. They're going to be doing a demo. Thank you very much. You're off the hot seat. All right. And remind you, I am following the Slack channel right now, folks. So if you have questions, if you want me to pin down somebody on a feature, if you don't like something in their product, I don't mind putting them on the hot seat. I don't mind putting some pressure on. Now we're going to the company formerly known as Bill.com. We're going to go pick on Camden and everybody who doesn't know, we have a new Bill.com rep. We stole our rep from Divi to come over to Bill.com and cover both products with us. Joni, I have to borrow Camden for a second. Come on. Sorry. So, all right. Can you tell everybody your name, please?
Hi, I'm Camden Carter.
Okay, and can you tell everybody which side of the house that you love more at Bill.com?
No comment, but I was with Divi for 3 years before 2 weeks ago, so yeah. So no comment, no comment.
So for those of you that don't know, Bill.com, now Bill, has now combined the Bill and Divi teams. So Camden is mushing together and able to support us on both the Bill.com side and the Divi side.
Which I will say Divi rebranded to Bill Spend and Expense. So if there's any confusion there, like where Divi went, it's Bill Spend and Expense.
So everybody's kind of curious when the products are going to merge. Do you have that in store for us for the demo? Are you going to show us some stuff?
Yeah, I feel like you scheduled the AcuityCon at a good time because it was last week. So everything went live. So like today during my tech demo, I'll do a little overview of the integration that they've built for like the spend and expense side with what traditionally was just Bill.com as well in it too. So
anybody, I know we have like 150 Bill.com users, so anybody that uses Bill.com all the time, she's going to be showing you how that's going to link into Divi and cross over and make your lives a little bit easier when you're switching platforms for anybody that needs a spend management solution. So we've been talking to them since Salt Lake City a few months ago, and it's now out and live, so we're really excited about the timing. What has been your favorite part about your first AcuityCon?
The food has been super good, actually. So whoever's doing the food is doing a great job. And I love how you guys treat your, like, what traditionally are called vendors as partners. That's been super fun to be able to, like, see what Acuity's all talking about, your growth goals. I love being, like, very involved in it all.
Awesome. Okay. Do you have any, like on social media, TikTok videos, I have to record them all the time. Okay. Do you have any recommendations for my next video? Yeah. Like any dances, TikTok trends, anything?
Yeah, I need more dancing, especially to like new trending songs. So you just go on the trending page and just copy what like the 19-year-old girls are doing. You'll go viral.
Okay, is there anyone in particular you're thinking of right now?
Oh yeah, I'll show you later.
Okay. No, we're gonna do it right now. Come on.
I don't know TikTok dances.
Oh come on, you gotta have something. We could do like nothing. Okay, that's it. We need to dub over some music for that, Mary Margaret. After.
Come back to us later. I'll choreograph something.
And we'll do one.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe during the demo. Like we can promise that.
Yeah.
Okay, during the demo, we're gonna put her on the spot and we're gonna do a TikTok dance, and then we're gonna figure it out.
Be there.
Okay, thank you. You're off the hot seat, Camden. So we now have dedicated representation at Bill. So we fought real hard for a new rep that would support both sides. So Camden has been working with us on the Divi side for a long time, and now we're going to have a single point at Bill.com, which is really exciting for those of you that have had any issues with Bill.com. We now have a new single point of contact to do escalations. So that's really exciting for us. Cool. Don't forget, if you have questions, definitely ping it here. If you're just joining, just say hi on the Slack channel so I know that you're here and I can go pick on something. Are we doing okay with audio and everything, buddy? Okay. Buddy says people can hear me, so if you can hear me, you're good, and we can do thumbs up. We're going to pick on, so we have at our next tech partner, it's a little bit of an oldie but a goodie. So we have kind of both worlds here. So our bestie Essie with Claris R&D, their company got bought by Trinet. So now we get a 2-for-1. So now we're going to ask Essie only Trinet questions and try to stump her. So Essie, I believe you're the only tech partner that's been to all 5 AcuityCons. Is that correct?
I am claiming that. Yes, that is correct.
Okay, so Essie has been to all 5 AcuityCons and really supports our tech team. Do you want to say hi to Virgil and Brian?
Hi, Virgil and Brian.
Okay. The rest of everybody's here, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no, Wowie's not here.
Hi, Wowie.
Sorry. Sorry, Wowie. Didn't mean to leave you out. So, tell us. Tell everybody who you are.
My name is Essie. I'm with Claris R&D. I'm the Senior Partner Account Executive, which basically means that I help bring new partners on and help manage the relationship with Acuity.
Yeah, that's like her least favorite job, managing Acuity. Can you imagine that? Trying to deal with us?
I don't really manage anything, but I do still show up to AcuityCon and help your clients.
Awesome. And for those of you that don't know, Claris R&D is our partner that helps save our technology clients money through R&D tax credits. What are we up to? We're up to hundreds of thousands. Are we up to $1 million in saved money for people? I bet we are.
Matthew, it's more like 5.5 million in credits for Acuity clients.
So you've saved our clients $5.5 million in the 5 years we've been working together.
Actually, a little bit less than 5 years because we only did our first study in 2019. So we're running on 19, 20, 21, 22.
Awesome. So 4 tax years. What am I doing? Oh, money, money, money. Kelly's giving me signs, and she was just being nice. I thought she was giving me like a sign that I had to like cut something or something like that. Awesome. So what is your favorite part about this year's AcuityCon since you've already been to AcuityCon?
Oh, tough question. Well, I went to Johnny's for the first time this year out of all of my 5 years, so that was an experience. But I mean, I really like these interviews. You guys have done these every year, and I consistently really like them. And you know what else I like? You guys are really lucky to work for these guys because also behind your back, everybody's like, yes, we actually really like them. Not like just in the audience when they're clapping. I was like, do you guys really like these guys? And the answer is yes.
Oh, that's awesome. So do we want to bring up one of the TriNet folks and expose them to this? Who do you want to pick on? You get to pick on who I get to pick on.
She's been working for 2 weeks for TriNet.
For 2 weeks.
No, probably Ryan's a better.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you very much, Essie. Okay.
All right.
Ryan,
Yes.
it is time for your TikTok dance.
Oh my, TikTok dance.
Just joking.
You were going in there with me.
Oh yeah, I would do that if you're going to do a TikTok dance. Tell everybody who you are and what you do for TriNet.
Yeah. So my name is Ryan Lemmy. I'm a technology consultant for TriNet. TriNet is a PEO handling all payroll, HR compliance, benefit administration, 401k, kind of taking all the HR hassles away from companies so they can grow.
Awesome. So what is the coolest new feature that TriNet has launched in the last, say, 3 to 6 months?
All right, so you asked for one, I'm gonna give you 3 because I think the TriNet Claris is the coolest feature. Number 2 is we now have 1099 contract payments going live on January 1. That's huge, and we have a globalization partnership with GNS. So those are the 3 big announcements coming in January.
Okay, because globalization's a big problem that a lot of our clients are facing. Talk to me. When you say globalization, what does that mean? How many countries are you supporting payroll for, and what's the roadmap look like?
Yeah. So today TriNet supports TriNet USA and Canada, and then we're going to bring in the globalization team, and they're going to partner with about 160 different countries, single sign-on access to be able to go and hire in any country you need.
Okay, and remind me what the first thing that you said was. It was cool too. The first feature you emphasized.
Oh, Claris R&D.
So Claris, now tell us how that works. So is it like fully integrated now?
Yeah, it's fully integrated now. So the clients will work with the team Claris through their software, and then whatever they determine, work with TriNet to get a monthly invoice, cash advance on their R&D tax credits.
Oh, cool. And then so they can take that against the R&D tax credit, for those of you that don't know, can be offset against your payroll taxes, not just your federal income taxes for people that are burning money, especially the tech clients that are losing money.
Yeah, absolutely. Great way to get a cash advance and increase cash flows.
So you have a question? Okay. Oh, you need me when I'm done? Okay, Ann needs me, so we might have to pause for just a second, but we'll figure that out. I did transfer the money for payroll. So if everybody gets paid. So I did that this morning. So I approved the wire for payroll. So was that what you needed me for? You need something else too. Okay, I'm done. Is 10 o'clock okay, or do you need to take a break? Okay. Okay, so at 10 o'clock, I'll be right there. Okay, awesome. So what has been your favorite, sorry for that interruption, but we needed to make sure everybody got paid. That's just primary to what we do here. Happy people, everybody online witnessing that the payroll is going to make this Friday or whenever that day is. I don't even know what day of the week it is. So what was your favorite part about your first AcuityCon?
Oh man, the people, the relationships, everyone's having a great time. Everyone's super friendly. They all want to talk and share. So that's been the best, because there's been some other events that I've attended. Everyone's very quiet, don't want to share. So this has been great.
Awesome. You're off the hot seat. Thanks for being here. Okay, guys, we're going to continue on. We're going to go hit one of our rookie partners, except for they're not there. Okay, we're going to go hit the ramp partnership here next. Then you need the what? Oh, okay, I do have to do that. Okay. Now, okay, we're going to go live. Ann, come here. We're going to go live. I found out what Ann wanted. They're doing the money sign for us, like evidently nobody has cash. So that is the money for our folks at Refuge Coffee. And say hi to everybody online.
Hello, everyone. I wish you all could be here with us, but it's good. It's good to see you online.
Awesome. Sorry. Okay, so evidently there's still a need for cash in this world, and I'm the only one that carries cash, evidently. Okay. So you guys get to see really behind-the-scenes stuff. Nobody at here even noticed that I was having to do that. We are going to try to navigate here. Buddy, are you okay? We're going to sneak back with the ramp, folks. We're going to try to... Oh, Brianna's getting in the way. Brianna's... Can I interrupt for a second here? Are you going? Are you... Okay, we're live. We're live to the world, man. We're streaming. Can you tell everybody who you are?
My name is Tyler Carnes. I'm with Ramp, and I'm based in Cincinnati, Ohio.
What do you do for Ramp?
I am the channel success manager for our accounting partnerships channel.
Who's your favorite customer?
My favorite customer? Oh my goodness.
Accounting firm-wise.
Acuity.
This is a layup, dude. This is a layup. Come on.
You got to tell me, who's your favorite partner?
Okay, we brainwashed you. All right. He's thinking of us as a partner, guys. I like this.
Customer.
Okay, so for those of you that don't know what Ramp does, Ramp works really well with our SaaS client base in getting them credit for being able to make payments efficiently. They're one of the fastest growing payment providers. They kind of jumped on the scene about 2 years ago. Tell us what's the coolest feature that's come out in the last year.
Personally, I think our pricing intelligence is really impressive. It's available in our advisor console to accounting firms. It's also available in a client's account. We have all the transaction data and bill payment history of 16,000 businesses nationwide. And we can say, hey, there's 5,000 businesses paying Salesforce today on Ramp, and we know what their monthly bill or their annual bill is with Salesforce. Tell us what Salesforce is quoting you. And we can tell them, hey, actually, your per seat cost is 15% higher than what our average customer base is. They also have the ability for us to go to the vendor directly and negotiate their annual contract value down with our negotiations feature.
Okay, so Stacy says online, she says you guys have built one of the best dashboards for easy and onboarding new clients. And when Stacy talks, people listen, just for the record. So that's awesome. So she did a shout out for you online here. So for that use case, is that in the accountant console where so accountants can do that, or is that really client facing when you're talking about the comparison for the vendors?
Yeah, so it's in both. So the clients can go to the Insights tab within their approved Ramp account and see a list of vendors, choose the vendor, punch in their number of seats, their price that the vendor's quoting them. It spits out a total dollar amount that they're going to pay, and then it shows a chart based on X amount of data points, and it shows them where they fall on that. So they can go back to the vendor and say, hey, actually, this is what we're seeing is the typical price, and negotiate for themselves. Or if they have a vendor that's existing, they can actually upload their existing annual contract, and our negotiations team will reach out to the vendor directly to negotiate their price.
That's pretty cool. That's awesome. Well, we're going to have to plug into that and dig deeper on that. Okay. So do you watch any of the nonsense social media stuff? And do you have a favorite, like, silly video right now that's going on any of the trends?
Oh my goodness. I'm not much of a social media guy, but I did see your video ranking Ramp as the number 2 on your list of vendors. And I love that.
Oh, the blind ranking?
Yeah, it was great. The blind ranking.
I was like, oh, please don't have another bill pay provider because I'm going to be like so screwed if I have to pick between the two. So
We loved that. We loved that.
yeah, you guys came on strong. It was amazing. Like you guys from nowhere to like hugely successful, especially with our SaaS practice, and we're really excited to be partners with you guys. So what's been your favorite part about AcuityCon?
Oh, I think the mixology session yesterday. I think watching somebody that knows what they're doing make a drink is fascinating, and he was hilarious. I stick with drinks that are already made for me. I don't mess. I let a bartender do the job. I'm not very good at it. So
now you might get a little braver and might try something?
maybe when he was talking about how to dehydrate a lemon, I'm like, man, I am not doing that.
He lost me on that one.
Flip it every 2 hours, and nope, too much work. So
Cool. Well, you're off the hot seat. Thank you very much for being here. It's awesome.
thanks for having us.
Cool. Awesome. We got another oldie but goodie. We're going to go with the Zero team. I'm going to let Stephanie by here so she can get back to her conversation. Who are we picking on? Oh. Okay, come on. Come tag. You got to come back around. Like, we don't get shy. We don't stand behind tables. Okay. Not an AcuityCon rookie. Tell us who you are.
We are Zero Cloud Accounting.
No, just you.
Oh. Well, I think they know me, but I'm Sophia. Been with Zero almost 5 years, and this is?
Yeah, my name is Bjorn Monson. I'm Director of Partner Services, and I've been at Zero for just over 5 years.
Okay, so what is the coolest Zero feature to come out in the last 3 months?
Ooh. I think I'm going to go W-9 management. So if you've got a lot of 1099 clients, Bjorn, you want to add to that?
You have to go separate. You can't use W9 management. She already used it. What is your favorite new feature?
I would say we release, or we are currently releasing bank statement extraction tool in HubDoc. So it's actually able to read, if you upload photos or PDFs of bank statements, it will start reading all the information and putting it in a file to import into Zero. So
that's awesome. One of mine has been the new integration of the Locate teams. I get to go to the XPAC thing, so one of my favorite groups there is the Locate team that they've been doing lots of cool inventory stuff for like our really early e-com clients, so it just has a lot of potential. Okay, so what is your favorite part about this AcuityCon?
Ooh, I would say the first night, the pre-con, we had about 50 people there. So it was the busiest I've ever seen it. So I got to see familiar faces, but I also met a lot of new folks. So excited to see you guys growing.
And what has been your favorite part about AcuityCon?
this is my first AcuityCon.
I know you're a rookie.
So I could pick a lot of things. I'm going to pick two. I'm going to say the talk on AI yesterday afternoon I thought was really interesting. I learned a lot of different things you can do with AI. I probably need to update my photos now with AI because Blake's photo looks quite good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you too can be a Ken doll.
Yeah, exactly. I know. I saw that. And then the rooftop drinks. I haven't been to Atlanta too much. Just getting the view with the sunset. That was really nice. Getting to talk to people.
Yeah, it was 72 degrees on the rooftop. People were in short sleeve shirts in October in Atlanta up top. We was like the perfect temperature. So not to make everybody jealous, but we wish you guys were here.
Sweatpants. So we might be a little jealous of you too.
Yeah, well, Melissa, I believe, is in sweatpants in a lazy boy with her baby, watching.
Photo. You guys are adorable.
So I thought that was awesome. So she was doing that. So any other fun stuff you want to tell everybody online? We got all the St. Lucian team here right now who are huge fans through the e-commerce practice. We got all the Philippines team. We got a bunch of our ops managers online. What else do you want to tell everybody online?
Yeah, I would say that just keep watching us. We have lots of new leadership coming in. We're making a lot of investments in the U.S. and so our product, as you can probably tell, we've had a lot of releases. We have a lot of upcoming revamping sales tax, all these things. So, yeah, just keep watching the space. I think the next couple of years are going to be really exciting for us. So,
that's awesome. You guys are off the hot seat. Thank you, guys. Awesome. Cool deal. We're making our way around. We're going to have to interrupt Sasha here. We're going to have to get Hayden out here. Come on, Hayden. So, sorry, Sasha, we're going to have to interrupt. Okay, folks. So this is another new face for Acuity. So we finally have a stable account rep on our accounts. So
absolutely not going
so
anywhere.
Tell everybody who you are.
My name is Hayden Bean. I've been with Gusto for just over a year now, and I'm the dedicated account rep for Acuity.
And you are our main point of contact.
I am.
When shit goes down, we come to you.
Absolutely. Always happy to help with anything and everything I can.
Okay, well, let's start with Gusto, and then we'll go to the AcuityCon fun stuff. What's the newest thing coming out at Gusto that we need to be paying attention to that we might not be thinking about since we've been users for so long?
Yeah, I would say some of the more important Gusto Next updates that our partners are really excited about that Kenji might be aware of. They're still in beta, but they're going to be rolled out before the end of the year. I would say the Task Manager, which is us, kind of in the same vein of the AI conversations that we've had here at AcuityCon, trying to weave in some predictive analytics and AI into the tools. The Task Manager would kind of allow you to alleviate any potential payroll blockers, like if a client has a lingering 941 issue that's going to lead to a blocker, you'll actually receive proactive alerts to be able to alleviate those ahead of that payroll actually being blocked. I would say another exciting update is going to be the ticket manager, so we'll actually be able to track where any support cases or tickets are in process, how close they are to a resolution, what reps are working on them, and also have some historical data for reference. And I would say the last one is probably what we call Smart Import. Again, us trying to weave in some AI and kind of analytics into the tools. What that allows in terms of in-app application right now, that's more pertaining to our time and attendance functions, but you'll be able to upload any particular file, it doesn't matter what it is, CSV, Excel, and the tool will be able to distribute that to the appropriate fields. So I would say those are some of the more exciting ones that are in beta right now, but are going to be fully rolled out in the tool, I think, for the end of the year.
Okay. First AcuityCon, what was your favorite session yesterday?
Again, just in kind of some of the same AI vein that we've had conversations on, I thought the Intuit and the Process Street presentations were really interesting. Just kind of the different ways they're utilizing ChatGPT and being able to roll out the executive summary and things like that. And I also really liked what Intuit was doing with their tool about making it a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more happy on some of those. But yeah, just the cash flow projections and things like that, I thought it was really interesting and innovative.
That's awesome. You are now off the hot seat. Thank you very much, dude.
All right, thanks, Matthew. I appreciate it, man.
We finally have a great point of contact at Gusto. We've been missing that for a little bit, so we're excited to have a new rep there. You going? Okay. He is like absconding authority to you. So who are you? I forget. And what's your name? And what company do you work for?
My name is Bob. I'm with Expensify.
Awesome. Which AcuityCon is this for you?
This is my second.
So just second. Okay.
Just
so
my
I was
second,
like,
yeah.
I was like, it feels like longer. It feels like forever.
We've seen each other on the road how many years now? Like since 2015, 2016.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So Bob's been around a long time. So so what's the coolest thing coming out for Expensify right now?
So we actually have an entirely new platform coming out. Basically behind the scenes for the last couple of years, we've been building this entirely new platform. It's all centered around collaboration and chat. Basically, our point of view is anytime an accountant has to work with a client, chances are they're having to have a conversation at some point, whether that's email, in person, or on the phone. And why would we have you have that conversation outside of our system without the contextual information? Let's just make it more efficient and easier for everyone.
That's awesome. So what has been your favorite part about this year's AcuityCon?
Some parts of last night that we won't get into. Always a good time when the group gets together, but honestly, just hearing the company updates, seeing that you guys officially accomplished your goal that you talked about last year and previous years of becoming a B Corp, that's so awesome to hear and so inspiring. And just seeing Refuge Coffee here again. Of course, meeting with the team.
So how do you follow last year when everybody was chanting, what would Anu do? Like how do you follow that up? Like do you feel the pressure this year to like match that, to even have a saying, or are you just like giving up?
Oh, immediately gave up. I mean, the fact that everybody came up to her and talked to her afterwards and said how inspiring and how great her speech was, Yeah, I'm not going to try to live up to that. There's a reason why she's a C-suite executive and I'm here working the booth. Yeah.
Slumming it at AcuityCon.
It's not slumming it. There's a reason why she's on stage and I'm at the booth. There's levels to this game, and I understand that. I'll play within my boundaries.
Awesome. You're off the hot seat. It's great to see you, Bob, always. Awesome. Cool. We're going to hit our friends at Relay next. Here we go. Come on, man. Okay. I have it on good authority that you made a trip down here from somewhere. Where are you from, sir?
Me personally, I'm from Halifax, Nova Scotia. So if you've heard of that, it's far east coast of Canada. I'm in a different time zone.
And tell everybody who you are and who you work for.
Yeah, so my name is Sydney Doucette. I work for Relay Financial, and super excited to be here.
If you've been on our Relay Slack channel, this is who responds to your Slacks, I promise.
Yes, I do respond to you as well.
I know. I've been I've bugged you before. Can you tell me the coolest thing coming out at Relay right now?
So right now we are introducing some new things, but most recently we just released something called Auto Transfer Rules. So it's a sweep account. If you do have multiple checking accounts with Relay, it works in a way that if you have multiple checking accounts with us, maybe you have an income account and you want it to automatically disperse to all of your other checking accounts based on percentage. Very friendly with Profit First if you have clients using that. But that would be our newest feature that's been like the most popular. But up and coming, we're going to have running balances that are a little bit more intricate, and we're also going to have some receipt capture coming soon as well.
So the biggest problem we have is bank transactions that don't sync over to Xero or QuickBooks. How did you guys build a bank that doesn't have that problem?
Great question. So,
why is that such a hard problem for other banks?
You're right. So a lot of banks out there, whether you're a national provider, regional bank, local bank, you name it, a lot of those folks use third-party software to connect to things like QuickBooks Online, Xero. With Relay, we have a direct API to QBO and Xero, so there are no broken bank feeds, no duplicate transactions. Great for everyone.
Music to everybody's ears. What has been your favorite part about AcuityCon?
Oh my goodness. Honestly, I think just meeting everybody and realizing that, the accounting industry tends to be pretty introverted and shy, but you guys are truly like a family. So I felt like a part of it, and it was really exciting to be here, and everybody's super friendly. I love it.
Awesome. You're off the hot seat. Thanks, man. Awesome. Thanks. Okay. One of our oldies but goodies, a 2X. We're going to get, we might have to bring Abby into this too. Jamie, Abby, come on. You are going to be live. You're going to be live. So, sir, tell everybody who you are and what company you work for.
I'm Jamie McDonald, and I'm the CEO of A2X.
Awesome. And can you tell everybody on your team hi?
Everybody what? Hi, team. Is that what you mean? Hi, e-commerce.
Yeah. So Abby's here with Jamie. Jamie, what are you most excited about with A2X this year?
I mean, the same things we've always been excited about, which is just helping e-commerce accountants make life better for their customers. And, Abby, we have a picture of her in our Slack of this is the person we're building software for. So,
what is your favorite part about A2X?
That it magically works and you don't have to do anything.
That is the beauty of tech partnerships. What has been your favorite part about this year's AcuityCon?
This is my second AcuityCon, and the reason I love coming is I love the people, and I learned how one of the best accounting firms is thinking about growing their business and the tools they're using, and just your guys' philosophy of partnership with all your vendors and your entire team.
That's awesome. Tisa and Melissa say hi to you.
Hi, Tisa and Melissa.
Cool. Jamie, you're off the hot seat. Abby, you're off the hot seat. Awesome. We're going. Here we go. We're coming down to Giraffe. We got Giraffe coming, and in about, I won't let you guys miss it, at 10 o'clock sharp, we're going to switch over to some Zoom links. We got demos going on, Intuit setting up, but you have plenty of time, so stay with us, and we'll get you through the rest of the trade show in the next 10 minutes here. Mr. Casey, can you tell everybody who you are and who you work for?
I'm Thomas Casey, and I work for Giraffe.
And what does Giraffe do?
Giraffe's an all-in-one solution for budgets, forecasts, scenario planning, dashboard, and reporting.
Well, Trav has been a partner for a very long time. What has been your favorite? Which AcuityCon is this for you? How many?
This is my second AcuityCon, and I love being here.
Okay, I was going to guess 2 or 3. So what is your favorite part about this AcuityCon?
It's always the connection with people, and really just trying to get to learn more about how Acuity supports their clients so we can help support you.
That's awesome. And if you guys notice, there's always a giraffe in the giraffe booth. So there's a 4-foot giraffe upstairs that I was going to bring down. I forgot. Sorry about that. It's one of my favorite giraffes. But if you like socks, Giraffe is always hooking you up with socks. You are off the hot seat, sir. Thank you very much for coming.
Take care of yourself.
Always
Thanks
great
for
to see you.
having me.
Awesome, awesome. Here we go. We got 4 more, guys. 4 more, and then we're taking you to the live demos. Oh, we got another first-timer here. Okay.
Doug Rosen with JustWorks.
All right. Tell us what JustWorks does.
JustWorks is a technology company based in New York City that helps entrepreneurs grow with confidence. And Matthew, I just want to thank you for hosting a great party. This has been a really great experience.
You got all my remote team here. I sometimes I haze the new guys. How many Acuity JustWorks clients are there?
Ooh, I'm new to the relationship, so you're catching me off guard.
Nate would know this. I'm just telling you.
I would say at least 20.
Okay, I think it might even be higher than that.
Maybe it is.
It is awesome. So JustWorks, I'm trying. This is like the hazing we do for new people. This is like the entertainment for all of our remote group. So we got all of our team in St. Lucia, Philippines, everybody at home in the U.S.
St. Lucia. I love St. Lucia. I've been there twice. You guys rock.
Where's your favorite place in St. Lucia to visit?
Oh, it was the Pitons, I think they were. It was right off of where those giant mountains were.
That's right out of Soufrière, yeah.
Exactly. So I've been there twice, but I had a few adult beverages at the time, so I don't remember everything.
Oh, yeah. Favorite part about St. Lucia is when you go to happy hour, they just bring you 2 drinks at a time. It's just killing it.
No, but thank you so much for hosting a great AcuityCon. This has been a great experience.
Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Thanks. Awesome. We got our friends, our favorite sales tax group. Who's coming? Who's going to be on the hot seat? Come on up. We got our remote team here. Tell us who you are and who you work for.
I am Jamie Dunn with Avalara.
And Avalara does what?
We are the world's leader in sales tax compliance, and we've been partners with Acuity for, I think, 10 years.
A long time. And which AcuityCon is this for you?
This is, I think I've been to every single AcuityCon except for last year.
Okay, so you're 4 for 5.
Yes.
Okay. I think there's only one person that's been to 5, and I was like, you're like close second. So so she's like, so she messed it up last year, but that's all right. There was a streak.
Sorry.
There's worse places to be.
Yeah.
Okay, what is your favorite part about AcuityCon?
My favorite part about AcuityCon is actually the family feeling that you get from being here. Like, this is one of my favorite partner events because you guys care so much about your employees and your partners, and it's really obvious. It's a very feel-good event, and I feel really honored to be here.
That's awesome. You are officially off the hot seat. Thank you very much. Here we go. Okay, who am I picking on from ADP? Who wants to be online? Oh, come on. Oh, you're going live to everybody virtual. Come on. This is the hazing we do for the new people. Come on out. You're going to get both of you. Okay, tell everybody online, everybody from St. Lucia, Philippines, and work from home in the U.S., and I'm not sure if Jessica's on for Greece. I didn't see her yet, but tell everybody who you are.
Hey, I'm Elaine with ADP. Hello, I'm Emily Grody, and I'm also with ADP.
And what do you guys do at ADP?
I represent the HRO division within ADP, so outsourcing HR, all that good stuff.
So I work primarily with small businesses, but I really work with CPA firms and working with their clients, making sure all their needs are met, not just with payroll, but also with insurances and like HR stuff. So we do everything.
Yeah, we do it all.
Okay, what has been your favorite part about AcuityCon so far?
Oh my gosh, meeting everyone. Everyone is so nice. Like, it's been really fun just talking to everyone and just meeting everyone, honestly.
Okay, you got to go a little bit deeper.
Oh well, I was gonna say it was the refuge video, the refuge coffee video from yesterday. That was super heartfelt, and then actually being able to try their coffee this morning. Their coffee's amazing.
Coffee is amazing.
Best coffee I've ever had.
Yeah, I'm loving my latte.
That is awesome. Well, welcome to your first AcuityCon. You guys are off the hot seat. Awesome. We've got one more tech partner for you. I saved the best for last. Jameska, we are going to pin Process Street down with the question we teased at the top of the hour. Can we get t-shirts shipped to St. Lucia? Do we need to walk around the other way so you guys don't die? Or are we good on cable? Okay, we'll come this way. So with all the fun cable thing, I have tied the cable in a knot here, folks, and it's been quite amazing. We got 5 minutes before our demos, so we're running perfect on time because we saved the best for last, dude. Come on, Blake, come on out here. Everybody remembers Blake. He was talking about AI yesterday for us. Blake, tell everybody who you are and what you work for if they missed the session yesterday.
Awesome. Hey, everyone. My name's Blake Bailey. I'm the Director of Customer Success at Process Street. If you missed the session, I'm sorry, but I hope you have a recording of it.
Oh, yeah, we do have a recording of it. Nobody missed the session, so it's awesome. Awesome. Which number employee were you at Process Street?
Like 4 or 5, yeah.
Employee number 4 at Process Street. So if you want to know somebody that deeply understands Process Street, okay, I'm going to put you on the hot seat for Jameska here, okay?
Okay.
I think I prompted you for this. Is there a way for us to ship I Love Checklist t-shirts to the Caribbean?
Oh, the Caribbean? Yeah. Okay. Caribbean, yes.
For sure, St. Lucia. We can get these things to St. Lucia.
I can give you an answer really fast. I got it pulled up, actually, to try and figure it out.
Oh, no, you're on the hot seat. There's no phone a friends. There's no anything like this.
Okay, I think so. I'll tell you, I think so.
Okay, so we talked about AI yesterday with the product. What is your favorite other feature coming out of Process Street that we haven't talked about or thought about?
Ooh, that's a good one. There's actually a kind of semi-obscure one that's coming out. Slash has come out, I think, yesterday to everybody. It's called data set automations. So we have data sets, which allows you to build data into tables, and you can push them from all your different workflows. It's a really great way to manage your information. But these automations mean that you can actually trigger things based off of what's in that data itself. So different views or different ways that different things have filled out that can trigger entirely separate workflows based off of that. So it's a little bit of a technical one, but it's one that is super duper versatile and can give you a lot of crazy automation options.
Cool. So since we are confident that we can get t-shirts going, Jameska or Xenia, we've got a challenge for the St. Lucia team. Get us who wants an I Love Checklist t-shirt, how many and what sizes, and before I leave today, we're going to figure out how to ship this to you. If I have to do it or Blake has to do it, one of us is going to figure this out. We are repping the virtual experience here at AcuityCon.
As I say, I just made a form using Process Street because I got attacked. I had so many boxes of shirts and people took them, but that's okay. I made a form, so we can post that link in Slack, and
you'll post it in Slack?
I'll post it in Slack.
Oh, cool. And if you need to ship them to us, we'll ship them there if you can't figure it out.
We'll get that, yeah.
Okay, cool. We'll get that. Awesome. What was your favorite part about AcuityCon, dude?
Oh, man. I think just getting everyone together. I think you have a really great culture, a really great community, and like last night, getting everyone together, getting to meet so many different people. Everyone here is awesome, and I really appreciate you inviting me.
Thanks for being here. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much for yesterday too. So we're gonna come in here, folks. We're moving. We're gonna try to move over everybody, and we're going to walk in, and I'm gonna show you where the demos are gonna be. So the demos are gonna be in this room right here. So we got Intuit QuickBooks at 10 o'clock. We got Bill at 10:30. We've got them. They're not ready to start yet, I guess, but they'll be there in a second. Hey, Lisa, can you grab Sammy for me? Lisa, can you grab Sammy for me real quick? So you can see you don't have to worry about the demos yet. We'll go for a little bit of time right in here until the demo starts. So you can stay with us until the demos start. You will see when she walks in there to start the demos. But one thing I forgot to do last year, and I got a little bit of grief for, is not getting Sammy onto the virtual feed. Sammy, everybody's here. What do you want to say to everybody?
Hey,
St. Lucia team. Hey, Philippines team. We are thinking about you guys, and I hope you guys are having fun there. Please share pictures in the Random Culture channel or AcuityCon so we can see your lovely faces. But hope everyone is well and having fun.
Awesome. Sammy, what's been your favorite part of this year's AcuityCon so far?
Always the people, always just getting to see the people, mingle people. I have to say Matthew in pajamas was pretty entertaining. I suggest Matthew do the intro next year.
Okay, Matthew in training has been requested. So Intuit is now entering the room. So you guys have just enough time to log off here. If you go into the AcuityCon channel, you can see the Zoom link that Lisa posted. You can see she's stepping to the podium right now. So we're going to be signing off here from AcuityCon 2023 from the trade show and handing you off to the Zoom link. Don't forget to jump back on the YouTube link after the Zoom links, after these two demos. It's one Zoom link for the two demos, folks. Thank you for joining us virtually.
Well, live on there. If he turns it on. Over the PA. Over the PA.
All right, y'all. Tech partners, you guys have all been amazing. We're going to start slowly transitioning a little bit, kind of getting the room a little ready to make room for our final keynote. So y'all can leave things where on the sides here where they need to be. We're going to bring some chairs out here. So we will come and move y'all over here. The TriNet and Bill folks will kind of get you, we'll help you move aside there, and then we're going to start laying some chairs out so we can be ready for what's next. Y'all can leave. You can leave it. No need to pack up. No need to pack up yet. We're just going to get chairs out, so don't feel like you have to pack up. We'll start flipping the room. All right. Where's that Acuity muscle that I recruited earlier? The ones who needed to sweat a little bit for some reason. All right, we'll grab chairs over here. Thanks, y'all.
Recording in progress.
No Zoom. Okay, we got another giveaway. We got, what do you have for us for a giveaway here?
We got some AirPods here.
Okay. I got some AirPods. It's gonna be like Oprah. You got AirPods. You got AirPods. Okay. You want to go Philippines, St. Lucia, or U.S. first for the AirPods? Okay, Philippines. Here we go. We're gonna find out. Who is, and this is his favorite team. Oh.
El Salta.
All right, El. We're going to get those to you. Awesome. You want to go St. Lucia next? St. Lucia next. Here we go. This is like a drum roll.
Tracy Henry.
Oh, crypto team being represented. Tracy, Xenia should have one of your AirPods there, actually. So hopefully you got your AirPods right there. If not, she stole them. Xenia is like sketchy. Watch her, everybody. Watch her in the Philippines. Okay, now we're to the U.S. This is both remote and in person, so anybody could win.
Damani Fevrier.
Damani! The first St. Lucia to U.S. crossover. All right. Congratulations. Awesome. Thanks again to Expensify for doing the sponsorship for this stuff, guys. Okay, guys, I think we're ready for the news story. So when you're ready, you can cue that up. We can't hear Matthew yet. We're on the wrong audio. I'm going to try to tell you what news story is saying right now. We got a little bit of groove going on.
Home is the foundation for a flourishing life.
Can we run it back? Can we start it over? Because I got the groove going still. Please get Matthew off the stage. Awesome.
And our Chief Business Officer at News Story. News Story. Hi, I'm Matthew, one of the co-founders and our Chief Business Officer at News Story. News Story is a nonprofit pioneering solutions to end global homelessness through financially sustainable and scalable models. We believe that a home is the foundation for a flourishing life and generational change. When a family moves into a new home, they have the physical safety, but also now they have the opportunity to take a risk and start a small business. Or children have the opportunity to have a safe place to study. A home impacts everything. We're focused on addressing the root problem, not the symptoms of the housing crisis. Unfortunately, 1.6 billion individuals currently live without safe shelter. The UN predicts that will grow to 3 billion by 2030. Therefore, we've set a goal to serve 1 million individuals by 2030 to prove financially sustainable and scalable solutions. Many people know News Story for our innovation in 3D printing, where in Mexico we completed an entire community of 3D printed homes. This is just one innovation of many that News Story is pushing forward. As we look to the future, we will innovate in financial inclusion, housing development models, and the production of housing. We can't just do the same old and expect different results. At the core of News Story, we are pioneering solutions to look towards the future of affordable housing. Since 2018, Acuity has served News Story in our finance and accounting function. When you start an organization, there's so many things to do, and to have a trusted partner like Acuity that can bring in their excellent team, but also level up your financial controls and your accounting systems is an invaluable resource, allowing our team to focus on recruiting, fundraising, and our operations in the field. News Story is extremely grateful to be part of the Acuity Cares program. Your team has brought excellence, trust, and peace of mind throughout our entire partnership.
3D printed homes, that's crazy. Isn't that wild? I love that. I love the News Story folks and the team who's been supporting them as part of our Acuity Cares program. I mean, I just love hearing these stories. So, okay. How's everybody doing? Yeah, woo. I see someone the other day asked me, they're like, why in the, on the swag bag did Kelly put like all that Tylenol and all that hydration mix? You see why? See, y'all figured it out? Yeah, okay. I saw a few of you cutting it up there last night on the dance floor and having fun at the cocktails. So, all right, this next speaker I want to talk about just for a second. I love embarrassing our speakers. Jessica got it yesterday. But the accounting community, I think we've all experienced why this community is so powerful. I think we've felt the generosity of the community, the love of the community here. That's really what we're trying to create at AcuityCon. We try to work hard with that inside of Acuity, but our partners came and spent time with us right now over the past few days for you to get a sense of really how powerful and wonderful this community is. Things wouldn't have happened had there not been this community. Things very real to us here at Acuity. Patty and Scott and the Catching Clouds team. That relationship came through our accounting community. The support and love that we talked about for our friend Josh and his firm, that's all attributable to the accounting community. A number of you we've met at other conferences and places through the accounting community. We even had crazy friends of mine from the accounting community. I see one of them in the back there who came and crashed our late night party. Even Michael Lee from Reconciled, part of the accounting community. It's a really powerful group. It's one of the things that Matthew and I, as our team, as we've spoken about, that we love most about what we do is actually our fellow accountants in the community that we get to be involved in. And so it's meant a tremendous amount to me to be in that community. And this next friend of mine who I think y'all have probably met, I've got a chance to meet, has absolutely been at the heart of building up this community in many places, not just in the role she's at now. She's been doing this since she came into our space. Jacqueline Anku is just a dear, dear friend, and you're going to find out why our community is richer, it's stronger, because of this individual who's played a huge role in that community. And she'll talk more about, I don't want to steal her thunder because she'll do it much better, about all the things that we can do to continue to build community, whether it's in the profession, whether you're at Acuity, or wherever in your own lives. But I owe so much, and we all owe so much to this person for the wonderful community we work in, to my friend Jacqueline Anku. Come on up, Jacqueline. Also, we realized we had one more prize to give away. Do you want to help give one away?
Yeah, let's do it.
Matthew. Oh, yeah, one more set of AirPods. Enough more. How much stuff are you hiding back there, Matthew? Okay.
Okay, should I do it?
You, drum roll, yep, you get to go. Who gets the AirPods?
Okay, it is Taylor.
T-Mac. Give that man
Thanks,
some AirPods. He could have used them last night on the dance floor. That music's still going in his head. Anyway, one more time for Jacqueline Anku. Thank you, Jacqueline, for being here.
Thanks, Kenji. Thank you. Good morning. How are we all feeling? Good? Okay, we're here. Okay, so has anyone had the experience of trying to explain to their family or their friends what they do and having those people not quite get it? Okay, yeah, that's definitely me. So I went home to visit my parents the other day, and my mom asked me, Jacqueline, tell me what you do again. And I said, sure. I work at Gusto. That's a tech company that delivers payroll, where I build community and education for accountants. Okay, so you teach accounting to tech students. No, I don't do that. Okay, so you work at a CPA firm? No, I am wildly underqualified to do that. Okay, so you hold hands with accountants and sing Kumbaya. I don't do that either, but that does sound pretty fun. So we'll circle back to that idea. And honestly, it's not just my mom who reacts that way. Most people look at me with a blank stare when I say that I build community and deliver education to accountants while working at a payroll company that's actually in tech. But if there's one thing I can communicate clearly, it's my passion for this work. And that's because I am incredibly passionate about building community and delivering education to accountants who are of service to their small business clients. So let me tell you the story of how I got here, which is quite by accident. Go ahead and get the clicker out. Woo! Here we go. Okay, so I grew up in a close-knit family in the close-knit town of San Luis Obispo, California. But like many people who grew up in small towns, just felt like I didn't totally fit in. So I headed up north to San Francisco to get my degree at San Francisco State. And because that wasn't quite far enough away from home, I found myself on an exchange program my junior year of college, where I spent the year studying abroad in Ghana, West Africa. And it was such a life-enriching experience for me, for reasons I both expected and didn't expect. It was the first time where I really felt like I was in community with the other foreign exchange students who also felt like they didn't quite fit into where they belonged. Of course, I got exposed to incredibly rich arts and cultural traditions, and I happened to meet my husband while I was on exchange. So 15 years later, we have 2 girls. That's Gigi, she's 7, and that's Eddie, she's 4.5. More on them later. This is my story. So we're going to go back to me. So the year in Ghana came to an end. I flew home to finish up my degree at San Francisco State, and I ended up picking up a waitressing gig at this local restaurant called Bisat Baobab. That's Marco, the owner. Baobab is the Senegalese restaurant in San Francisco's Mission District, and it just has this magical quality to it. Marco and Baobab seem to attract the most amazing people who come from all walks of life to enjoy the space that he's created. I ended up working at Baobab for 4 years. And over the course of those 4 years, what became clear to me is that Baobab was more than a business. It was a community. So while food and drinks were the obvious draw to Baobab, what really brought people there were the values. They wanted to be a part of the space that Marco had created. So regulars had this tradition of coming every Friday and Saturday night to dance. It kind of felt like a big kid version of recess, where you got to go see your friends on the playground. And while they were there enjoying their recess, they told stories of what was happening in their life, different ups and downs. Those regulars would then bring their friends who would get initiated by meeting Marco, hearing his origin story, and then joining in those traditions. And then the cycle would repeat itself. So somewhat unexpectedly, this waitressing job became the most formative experience of my career, because it's where I realized my dual passions for building community and being of service to small business entrepreneurs who work so hard to create economic opportunity for those that they employ, while also working to bring their arts and cultural traditions to the local neighborhoods that they operate in. So these 2 passions led me to work at a nonprofit microlender that delivered startup capital and technical assistance to first-time entrepreneurs in the Bay Area. I worked on the technical assistance side, delivering business consulting and financial literacy courses to our clients. That is my all-time favorite client. Her name's Luisa Alberto. She started a juice bar called So Juice out of San Francisco's Ferry Building. And this experience was pivotal for me because it was the moment in which I understood the value of accountants. Because it became so clear that these entrepreneurs wouldn't be able to flourish in their roles if they didn't have access, insight, visibility into the financial performance of their business. And it was very clear to me that those clients who worked with accountants were doing head over heels better than those who weren't. So when the opportunity arose for me to work directly with accountants, I jumped at the chance. So I headed over to Xero, and I've since made my way to Gusto, where I have the privilege of empowering programs including Gusto Academy, where we have our 3 certification programs, Gusto Next, which is our annual user conference, and our Gusto Partner Advisory Council. So it was during my time at Xero, I dug this up from the archives. Yeah. So it was during my time at Xero that I got to meet Kenji. I met the Sharps. I don't know where Patty is, if she's here. Hey, Patty. I met Patty and Scott. Later met Matthew. And I've since had the chance to partner with Sammy. I don't know where Sammy is. Hey, Sammy. Sammy and I worked very closely together to build People Advisory Certification, and you are the most incredible subject matter expert. So I feel like I've been watching from the sidelines and maybe a small part of the Acuity journey for almost 7 years now. And it has been absolutely incredible to me to watch your success and the continued growth of this company. And in preparing for AcuityCon, I've been reflecting on what is it that you all know that sets you apart from countless other firms in the space? I think that the answer is simple, because just like Baobab, you are more than a business. You are a community. The people in this room, the connections that you share, and your relationship and trust in your leadership is what sets you apart from the rest. From my point of view, this is what's fueled your growth and will continue to sustain it well into the future. So let's talk about community. Community can feel like a really squishy term that can mean different things to different people. Some people say, it's my neighborhood, it's my sports team, it's a hobby, it's, I don't know, my church group. It can mean so many different things. But the definition that resonates the most with me is that community is simply a group of individuals who share mutual concern for each other. So in other words, it's just a collection of people who care about each other. So while a sports team or a neighborhood may be a group, they'll only ever be a community if they care about each other. And caring about each other matters. How connected we feel to one another profoundly impacts our physical, mental, emotional health. And honestly, I think we all learned this lesson the hard way during the isolation of the pandemic. I know that was the loneliest time in my life, and that it took a toll on my health when I felt so disconnected from my family, my brothers, my friends, my coworkers. This is my quintessential pandemic pick. I don't know if anybody here can relate, but it was the middle of the workday. I took my girls on a Costco run, and I went in with a shopping list about a mile long and came out with a bottle of wine and slice of pizza. It was very stressful. Yeah. So, okay, obviously we're well out of those years. We're out of the pandemic. We're in the post-pandemic world, but loneliness still remains an issue. So a study from Cigna Health tells us that over 50% of US American adults are considered lonely. So while we crave to create connections with people who share our values, we're struggling to accomplish this. But being in community matters because it can be such a life-affirming experience. As an engaged community member, you will deepen your sense of belonging, which can profoundly impact your happiness. You'll give and get the support that you need to face life's ups and downs, which we all know happen. And you will learn and grow beyond measure through having exposure to life experiences beyond your own. So as an engaged community member, you'll deepen your sense of belonging, you'll give and get the support that you need, and you will learn and grow beyond measure. But how do we do it? How do we build community? How have you all done it at Acuity? Well, I've broken it down into 5 principles that I've used across my career to build community, and I'm confident that you can use these to either strengthen the Acuity community that you're a part of, or take these into your personal lives to grow the communities that you may be involved with there. So let's go through it. Okay, values are central to community building. These form the beating heart of your community because values underlie our sense of social identity. Then comes initiation. Initiation is how you welcome and onboard your new teammates so that way they understand your community's norms and values. Then our traditions and rituals. These are the events and experiences that bring us together and create shared memories. Storytelling is how we then go on to share our culture and share those stories. And inner rings are those pathways to leadership that we create for our most engaged members. So we have values, initiation, traditions and rituals, storytelling, and inner rings. In front of you, you have a workbook. You can go ahead and fill this out as we go, or you can save it as a memento for later where you can take it home. You can even do it in your pods later on. Inside of the workbook, there's some questions that you can ask yourself as a community builder to strengthen the communities that you're a part of. But we'll go ahead and go through it now. Okay, so community building starts with values. These are the beating heart of your community. Values guide your members on what's acceptable, what's rewarded, and what's expected of them. Okay, this is a picture of one of my best friends. His name is Elliot. He runs a video studio based out of San Francisco. And at this point, we've worked on many projects together. And what underlies our working relationship is shared values. We value storytelling and creativity and hard work. And over time, over the course of these different projects, we've just created this shorthand where things just feel easy and we kind of get each other. He's always making me laugh. And that's what values do. Values create boundaries between insiders and outsiders, so that way insiders have a sense of psychological safety and a more profound sense of their belonging. So you can have those magical moments like inside jokes and an insider sense of understanding. Values are also what attract best fit community members who will both give and get the most value. So I'd love it if you all could think back to when you first applied to Acuity. What were some of the things that attracted you to this community? And this one, Matthew, folks can go ahead and just shout it out. Just shout out your answer. Okay, great work. Work-life balance. What else? Thank you. What's your name? Rabia said values. Correct answer. They're all correct answers, but thank you for saying values. I appreciate that. Very good. Okay, of course. So when I look at Acuity's values, what strikes me is that they're specific, they're unique, and they're opinionated. It's clear to me, if I were about to apply to community, which again, I'm underqualified to do, I will tell my mom that this is not a run-of-the-mill firm, and I wouldn't be working with run-of-the-mill colleagues. In fact, this is a community that resonates with happiness as a core value. How cool is that? You all want to be happy, you're curious, and that you value delivering stellar work to your clients. So it's these values that underlie your sense of social identity as the Acuity community. So as you work to strengthen your community or build new ones, here's questions that we can ask ourselves that are in your workbook. So as community builders, who are we? What do we believe, and what do we do? So when I think about the Gusto community and how we've applied these, the Gusto community are forward-thinking accountants who think differently about people. For the Gusto community, people are at the heart of their work. That's how they think about their clients, that's how they think about their team, and that's why they're open to concepts like people advisory. That is the Gusto community. Okay. So values help attract your community members, and now you get the joy of onboarding them, of initiating them, teaching them your community's values and norms and the skills that they need to be successful. And this is where I'll really light up, because initiation is all about education, which is quite near and dear to my heart. So a quick example, when I went on that year abroad to Ghana, we had a 2-week orientation where they taught our group of foreign students a bit of the local languages and dances, where to buy food and clothes, what to do, what not to do. And it culminated in this big party on the beach where we went and did all of the things that they had just told us not to do. But arguably, the orientation served as this incredibly important initiation that helped us not only cross over the physical boundary, but also the metaphorical boundary, and feel more secure and confident in our sense of belonging in that experience and in that world. So, okay. Now we can pass the mics. So if values, thank you, helped attract you to Acuity, I'd love for you to reflect on what was part of your Acuity initiation. Matthew's going to pass the mic, and I'd love to hear from new voices.
What's part of your Acuity initiation, Taylor?
Meetings.
Great. Give me more. What else?
Being exposed to all of our team members, like getting in front of people, making those connections, right? Like from day one, getting to know everybody. So.
Making connections with your teammates. That feels like a really important part of initiation. Yeah.
And as we got more organized, I'm going to ask a newer person. I'm going to.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What was your experience like this year?
Yes, it was. We've been joking. It was like 5 minutes ago. I would say something that really stood out to me in terms of onboarding was, it's newer this year, but the concept of the pods within the community, just because it gets you more face time with individuals who can kind of bounce ideas off of, and you feel more comfortable opening up in those smaller groups.
Oh, I love that. Who else?
When I applied to Acuity and then started the recruiting process, interviewing process, and then with the initiation process, everybody I talked to was like me, very like-minded. We had great conversations. We all kind of, had the same goals and wanted to be fun accountants. And we were just human beings and people. And I just felt like every part of it was, I was talking to somebody that was just like me. And so that was really important to me. And every time that I talk with a new team member, I feel like it's the same concept. Everybody is just very like-minded, and that's great for me.
I feel like that's such a telltale sign that when you found the right place, when you just feel like, these are my people. Yeah. Yeah, these are my people. I love it. So here's some things that I reflected on. So as part of your initiation, I believe that Kenji comes in and shares his origin story, the origin story of Acuity. And that's so important because it's going to ground new members in your past, present, and future. Pods, of course, thank you for saying that. What an incredible way to get to meet a cross-section of your team and have new relationships and get to soak up wisdom from people who have sort of trodden the path before you. Skills, of course, certifications, getting to actually learn the technical skills that will help you be successful members of the community. And then development plans. How do you, from day one, start charting your course towards this inner rings of leadership? So here's some questions we can ask as community builders. When it comes to crafting our initiations, what do we want our members to know, to feel, and to do? So I happen to know that you all are amongst the most certified firm in the profession. So you may find it interesting to know that I consider our certifications to be an integral part of the new member orientation at Gusto. So what we've done is, instead of filling each of these certifications to the brim with as much technical knowledge as possible, we've used them as vehicles to onboard our new members to our norms, values, and of course the product training that you all need to feel confident. And how I hope people feel coming out of these certifications is energized, valued, and confident. Okay, traditions and rituals. This is kind of the fun part. So traditions and rituals are those experiences that bring us together to create shared memories and connections. And a ritual is typically a moment within a tradition that marks a time or a place as having particular importance. So an easy way to think of this is maybe your favorite holiday. So my favorite holiday happens to be Easter. Every year on Easter, we go to my parents' house, and it's just the earth is green and vibrant, and we do all of the rituals that are pretty traditional. We watch the kids go on the Easter egg hunt, while typically us adults sit on the patio having one too many mimosas and then dressing up the dogs in the costumes that were meant for the kids. It's fun, and it's this sort of sense of tradition that I think has helped my family stay connected whilst my brothers and I have grown up and had families of our own. So we don't have to think too hard about a special Acuity tradition because we're living it. That's AcuityCon. AcuityCon is an incredibly important and highly ritualized tradition that you all engage in. So I'd love to hear from you as we're all at AcuityCon. What is your favorite AcuityCon ritual? Let's keep it PG-13. Matthew, can you pass the mic?
Dinner on the rooftop.
Dinner on the rooftop, okay.
Johnny's,
okay.
Wrong answer, Johnny's Hideaway. Johnny's Hideaway.
Who else? Let me hear from a new voice. David, I see you in the front row.
Favorite AcuityCon tradition?
Stealing a year's worth of T-shirts.
Yes.
That swag is always one of those. It's crazy.
Okay, I think Lisa has one.
The opening hugs.
Oh.
When people come in.
Oh, okay, let's go back.
The Thursday morning coffee from Refuge Coffee.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would say for me, one of the first things I do when I step in, of course, give the hugs to Lisa and Kelly and everyone, but really trying to find like the new people I haven't met yet and just introducing myself and, you know, getting to know them.
Beautiful. Patty?
I think the mixologist needs to be a new ritual.
Yes. I love it. Okay, so I have a few of those here. The Mitch Values Award. What an incredibly powerful tradition that reinforces your values, as does the highlight of the Acuity Cares clients. I think for me, inviting your eco-friends to be a part of this experience is an incredibly important differentiated way in which sort of extend your community to the broader portion of it. The Southern Barbecue at Johnny's harkens back to your origin story of being an Atlanta-based company. And the after party at Johnny's has absolutely no deeper meaning whatsoever. It's just super fun. Okay, so here's our questions we can ask as community builders. What traditions bring my community together and when? This is a business study, and so I'll put it this way. What are the traditions that we do weekly, quarterly, and annually? What traditions give meaning to our time together? What rituals give meaning to our time together? And how do these traditions and rituals reinforce my community's values? So at Gusto, like at Acuity, we have Gusto Next. This is our annual user conference. It's sort of the crown jewel of our community programming. And it's the one time of year where we get to open up our doors and welcome our partners into Gusto space to really signal that Gusto is your home too. We're all building it together. We're all working in a shared space in service of our mutual clients. This is the moment that fills our cups for the year ahead. Okay, so storytelling is one of my favorite parts of community building. It's so fun. Stories are the most powerful way that we as humans learn. And every community, like every person, is filled with stories. So to give an example of the power of story, back when my husband and I were searching for the perfect preschool for our kids, I think we toured probably 15 sites. And at a point, they all started blending together, the pickup and the drop-off times and the nut-free stuff, and I'm sure you all know the drill. And it just felt that way until we visited Nomura Preschool. And the campus director took a beat, and instead of diving into the nitty-gritty, he told us the story about how an immigrant couple from Japan came to Berkeley in the 1960s and saw that there was a lack of programming that educated the whole child. So Nomura was founded first as a music school and has since grown to expand its curriculum to, of course, include academics for this age, as well as yoga, language arts, gardening, all of those enriching things that I think help shape us into better people. And it became instantly clear to my husband and I that not only did we want our kids to be a part of this community, we wanted to be a part of it. These were the parents that we wanted to network with and surround ourselves with as we're going through this very interesting time of life. So when it comes to community building, there are 3 extra important types of stories that I'd love for you to be aware of. First is origin story. So why was this community founded and by whom? Values. What values does my community hold dear? And vision. What's our vision for the future and how are we working towards that? So I know that this community is full of stories. I've been hearing you tell them for the past few days. Remember at AcuityCon 2022? Remember when AcuityCon was virtual? Remember when so-and-so did this? It's wonderful. So I'd love to hear from you all. What are some of your favorite Acuity stories that you either tell or have heard told? Doesn't have to be deep or profound. Could be fun or funny, whatever comes to mind for you.
And Kenji and Matthew were nervous. Anybody have a Acuity story?
I wasn't around for this, but I hear talk of when Acuity was not remote. And then people would hang out in the office and not work and chat. And then Kenji would come out and they'd get scared and not talk and stuff.
Love it. Okay, so that talks about the evolution of Acuity as a business. Who else? What's a fun AcuityCon story that you all share? Or don't share? Yeah, go ahead. Matthew Shakin, tell me more. What does that mean?
Well, he said he has chickens, and he's always talking about them. And last year, he got this chicken apron that he can use to collect the eggs, and I thought it was hilarious.
I love that. Good job, Matthew.
So this year, we
Okay.
have a news story.
Where are we?
And, oh, right here. So Casey, myself, and Rabia had the experience of getting booted in a parking garage while we were having lunch together. And that story has apparently made its way through most of the people at AcuityCon.
I'm sure that will be retold at AcuityCon 2024.
I have a. Okay. Oh, I just want to know if you were the drizzly culprit.
So last year on the rooftop, the cider was very popular. And we had just heard a speech from Anu at Expensify, and she said, talk yourself into things instead of talking yourself out of things. And so when we ran out of cider, I talked myself into making a drizzly order.
Yes, you did.
To have more cider delivered. But the bad part was it never came. But that's okay, because then we just went up the road and to industry and got some great cider. But this year we didn't give out, so that was me.
We had enough cider this year, promise.
That was
Same story.
I love it.
I handle one.
I had lots of encouragement to make the drizzly order. I just want you to know.
Anyone else? Okay, so here's a few examples. Now, again, we talked about this. So during your initiation, Kenji comes in and tells the origin story of Acuity. Why was Acuity founded? What are Acuity's values, and what is it that you stand for? Values, I understand that your team and pod meetings, you share stories of wins and highlights that you've accomplished with a client. These are incredible ways to signal your values and sort of uplift those stories from your different members that highlight what you care about. And then the vision. I think those Friday videos that were highlighted earlier in that little video, what an incredible way to share your vision for the future and for Kenji to sort of bring in from the outside in some of those different experiences that he has while he's out in the wild. Okay, so here's our set of questions as community builders. Whose stories are being told? How do these stories convey my community's values? And most importantly, how do these stories make people feel? So storytelling, like I said, is one of my favorite parts of community building, and I don't think of it as a siloed thing that I do, rather as something that's infused into all of our other community touch points. So when I think about our certification programs in Gusto Academy, each and every one of the certifications has a collection of stories from our community, from a diverse group of voices who share how they've applied what they've learned in the programs to grow their careers and grow their firms. And how I hope those stories make people feel is that the curriculum is attainable, that it's not some aspiration, but that they can grow professionally and have that career capital as a result of going through those programs. All right, on to our last principle. So inner rings. Inner rings is how our most engaged members grow into positions of leadership. And it makes sense that over time, some of your most engaged community members will go from representing themselves and their voice to the voices of others. So do you happen to remember the picture of me when I worked at the microlender with a big oversized check? Okay, and I talked about Louisa. So Louisa at the time was seeking funding to open up a juice bar at the Ferry building. She did. It was successful, of course. She's amazing. And she found that because of her success, the other entrepreneurs in the Ferry building started coming to her for advice. Louisa, how do you do this with your operations? How are you managing your cash flow? And she found that she had a passion for being of service to fellow small business owners. 15 years later, Louisa has gone on to found her own outsourced accounting and CFO advisory firm called People First Finance. She is thriving. She works with women entrepreneurs, helping them get past that first $500,000 of revenue. I admire her so much. At Acuity, I think a very compelling example of community leaders amongst you are your pod leaders. Are any pod leaders here? Can you stand up? Can we give them a round of applause? Yeah. These are the community leaders amongst you who have the incredibly important job of facilitating that peer-to-peer connection, making sure you all feel connected, and also onboarding those new members and being a part of their initiation. I think two people called out that pods, probably the role you all play as pod leaders, is something that will likely last with them always. Those first few weeks that your initiation is something that will always stick with you as part of any experience. So kudos to you all. So here's our questions. How am I creating a pathway for growth? How am I initiating my new leaders? And how are my leaders representing their community and its values? Your leaders need to represent more than themselves. They need to represent those around them. So one of the most important ways that we engage with this at Gusto, that Jessica leads at Intuit, and many other folks in our space, how we create that pathway for growth is our advisory councils. So for our advisory councils, we seek out community leaders from the profession who are ready and willing to represent not just their own point of view, but the point of view of their team, their clients, and the profession at large to come in and influence our executive leadership, which ultimately results in the features and the products that you're all using today. So here they are. These are 5 principles of community building. We have values. Values form the beating heart of our community and underlie a sense of social identity. Initiation is how we onboard new team members and teach folks our values and norms. Traditions and rituals are how we create shared experiences and memories. Storytelling is how we share our culture. And inner rings are how we create those pathways to growth for our most engaged members. So as community builders, we can all engage in these 5 principles to accomplish the following both for ourselves and for others. Engaged community members deepen their sense of belonging, which can profoundly impact your sense of happiness and health. You'll give and get the support you need to face life's ups and downs, which we know are inevitable. And you'll learn and grow beyond measure through having exposure to life experiences beyond your own. So a few weeks ago, my husband and I took our girls to Baobab for the very first time to go see the space and to meet Marco. Also, this restaurant's been around for 20 years now, which is an incredible accomplishment for any entrepreneur. And it was this very meaningful full circle moment for me that I got to reflect on as we grow and mature, so too do the communities that we're a part of. And it is imperative that we invest in that next generation of leaders who can take what we've built and adopt it to make it their own, to meet the times that we're in today. Community can be a massive engine for positive change, and it's why I, like so many other people like me, engage in this type of work. And I hope that you feel empowered and confident to be community builders as well, to strengthen the incredible Acuity community that you're a part of, or to take these principles into your personal life to grow and strengthen those communities there. With that, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, Jacqueline. You are wonderful. We have a quick gift for you. But can y'all, while we're bringing this up here, I mean, can you see why our profession and that community is so powerful when we have people like this who are helping us build it? We're so grateful for you.
Oh,
thank you so much for being here.
You.
A little token of our appreciation. And again,
Thank you.
Thank you for all you've done.
Thank
you,
you,
Jacqueline.
Thank you all for having me.
It was amazing. Thank you so
you.
much. All right, Matthew. There are
More
stairs in
dramatic.
there. She doesn't
Okay.
need stairs. She doesn't need stairs. Come on up, Matthew.
I'm just waiting for some hot mic moments from Jacqueline, what she says behind her back, so if her mic's still on. So.
Oh, yeah. All right, y'all. Do we feel like we accomplished the goal? Did we build some lasting, deep relationships and connections with folks? Do we feel like we did? Yeah? we just want to thank all of you for being here to play a huge part of that. Whether that's been here in sessions, whether that's late night at Johnny's, whether that's whatever it might be, all those are part of our community and traditions where we create these lasting connections. And so huge thanks to all of our partners who took the time to be here with us for part of this community. Matthew and I feel so grateful that we get to introduce friends of ours like, Jessica, like Jacqueline, I think last year about Anu, Twyla. You've gotten to meet some wonderful friends of ours who are part of this very, very rich community, and we just feel so fortunate they come and spend the time with us, and we get to share them with you. So thank you again hugely to all of our speakers, our panelists, and thank you from all of us at Acuity. Matthew, any final parting words?
Yeah, I don't know why you brought me up here if you're just going to talk the whole time.
Well, usually I get up here and I'm,
Well, last year I had to come up here
I
because
know,
you were
I'm
crying.
a bawling mess and things like that, and I get all emotional.
Twyla made Kenji cry last year, so that was great.
I know. I did it better this year. I did a little bit better this year, so I have to make sure we've got support up here. So okay.
Yeah, first of all, shout out to the AV team and our marketing team for making the virtual
Great
experiences hopefully as great as the in-person experience out there as the designated representative for the virtual teams. I hope you enjoyed AcuityCon as much as we did here in person. Just wanted to say thank you. One of the things that struck me at one of our quarterly meetings, AJ came up to me and he was like, man, it's just like being remote's tough. And then I come and we're together and I just get this new energy. We'll continue to do AcuityCon, so because as long as people continue to feel that way, as long as you continue to feel energized, we want to make sure this is valuable. We've always said, our families are more important than anything in our lives, and to take you away from your families for even 2 days is something we take seriously when we try to put really good content in front of you, try to bring the best people from around the community to plug in, to meet our partners, to meet each other, and hopefully you feel that. And hopefully we continue to be able to do that each and every year to make this really enriching for you. And I'm just super appreciative. Thank you for all of you guys for being here, and it's just an honor to work with all of you.
Can't wait to see y'all next year. I'm already excited for next year, year number 6, AcuityCon, year number 6. Thanks, everybody. Safe travels.